real this time. And finally beat that one boss that I used up all my command seals for. But, well, yeah, I guess it made you want to lose, but, yeah.
What's this all about? Now you're crawling on the floor. Now you're all crawling around the floor? I've grown tired of all these playing dog. No more leaving others out either. Don't you know that feasts are supposed to be all enjoyed together? Forgive them, Lord Shogun. Your glory is simply too much for them to behold. They are so afraid to raise their heads before you that they cannot even sit up.
Oh my god, it's been so long since I've read anything. Ugh.
I see. Well, I certainly understand how they must feel. However, this is the Ooku, a place where the Shogun can relax and enjoy himself however he pleases. Besides, knowing when to put the formalities aside is the mark of a truly broad-minded Shogun. So I grant you all permission to relax and recuperate here in my glorious Tokugawa Ooku as well. Now come, pick yourselves up and have a seat right here. We can crack open another bottle of wine, partake in some delicious meat, and enjoy ourselves here forever.
Director.
Wait, are you a Tokugawa too? Aren't you? Aren't you? Well then, all the more reason not to hold back. So that would mean we're related? I see. I like that. That means I can truly let my hair down. Surely there can be no problems now. Let us all relax and enjoy ourselves here together. What do you say?
Sounds really good.
What is the weight his swords carry? Why is my sword feelings felt so heavy? Surely you of all people can understand. Tajima no Kami, this is the Oku's most innermost chamber, the ultimate place reserved for the Shogun Tokugawa.
Say that in reverse.
Here, the Tokugawa can truly be who they are. The significance of their title is stronger than ever. Thus, anyone who knows the authority of a Tokugawa cannot help but obey what they say here. Even if that Tokugawa should be a new Tokugawa from a Western country.
It's nothing so overt as using your voice to directly control others. It's like an unconscious nudge that makes you feel like going along with whatever they say would be a good idea. Oh, I have the same property too, of course, for a Tokugawa retainer. I'd like to imagine this works on an instinctual level, before you even think about reaching for your sword. So for servants who have their spirit origins plummet half to death or a human on the verge of turning Tokugawa himself, that property alone might be enough to that property alone might be more than strong enough for a finishing blow.
Oh, things are not looking good here. You will no longer have any means to which to fight back. I know Yaku Tajimi no Kami Minori's strength better than anyone here, and his sword may as well be made out of stone, heavy stone at this point. Damn you. It is over. You should know all along as I do. No one can defeat a god, nor a monster on par with one.
Alright, let's just,
Yes, I forgot about you, Kasuga no Tsubone, but there is nothing you can do either. You are still a retainer to the Tokugawa family yourself. Oh, what's this now? A beautiful girl like yourself shouldn't go around looking so forlorn. Here, come sit by me. You can pour me a drink and tell me something funny. Don't worry, I'll be sure to reward you. What would you like? Beautiful clothes? A jeweled hairpin? Just tell me what you want and it's yours. I'm the Shogun after all. The world is my oyster. I can give you the matter of gemstone you'd like. I can procure medicine that will work on any ailment. If there's none to be had, I'll just have someone make it. If someone else possesses it, I'll order them to hand it over or commit seppuku. So what do you say? Come entertain me. Help me enjoy myself. Let us forget all about all my troubles. Naturally, if we should hit it off well, I will be willing to give you an even greater reward. I have plenty of time for us together to...
You.
Yes?
You fool!
Baka Gaijin. Oh! Just bitch slaps him.
This is not how a shogun is meant to behave. Ever. What's going on? She's only a soul. She should feel more psychological pressure to obey him than anyone. The Tokugawa shogun is supposed to be the one who holds all of Japan together. He's supposed to be the commander-in-chief who keeps his country safe. His temperament and courtesy must serve as an example of every samurai in the land. That responsibility is not even where he rests. He must continue to exercise moderation in all things. Overeating is debilitating to one's health. Lecherous precocity and excessive drinking have no place in the shogun's life whatsoever. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, Tuli. It was just a passing flight of fancy. I don't know what came over me. Besides, I'm grown up now. I have my racing license and everything. I didn't even cheat to get it. So come on, let's enter this race. I've always wanted to try racing. I know I'm a one-man team, but I'm sorry I used up all of Daddy's nest. Wait, stop, please. Not the discipline room again. Huh? What have I been doing all this time? And why are you all looking at me like that? Teary-eyed.
Stop that! Dignitaries are not supposed to cry in public.
Oh, Jack, why is one of your servants yelling at me out of nowhere?
No way, he's back to normal? The hell? It only took one slap? The guy must have been seriously repressed trauma to him reminded of this or something. Hey wait, can you actually hit him? Technically, he is a genuine Tokugawa shogun essentially here. How can you possibly stand up to him? Why shouldn't I? If the shogun is in the wrong, this is exactly I would do no matter what the time or circumstance. But the shogun is the most powerful authority figure in the country. He's like a king. If you treat a king like that, you could easily end up dead. Of course it's a grave crime to raise your hand to the shogun. Yes, it's punishable by death. But so what? If it's absolutely necessary to raise a hand to him to ensure he's raised properly, then reframing is not an option. That's not the whole reason I'm here. That's the whole reason I'm here. Once I've abolished the shogun for his mistake, he understands what he's wrong, and if the actions I took are still deemed unpunishable by death, then I simply need to go my death with my head held up high. That was what it truly means to be a wet nurse. Even if my actions end up a blade pointing at my throat, it is well worth so long as they are guided towards the right path. My own life is a trivial sacrifice to ensure the leadership of all of Japan is raised to know right from wrong. If that is how I must be my end, I die a happy woman. Are you freaking kidding me with this crap? That's just... Ugh, I hate it. I hate everything about it. That's just what I thought, just when I thought I couldn't despise humans anymore. You humans don't even need to bother with this utter tripe. All you need to do is surrender yourselves to my love. If it's good enough to satisfy the whole universe, it's good enough for...
I still have no idea what's going on here, but my keen insights tell me you are an enemy. Not only are you dressed incredibly suspiciously, Jack is going at you like you're the scum of the earth, despite him being strangely out of sorts. Take this, my sadness, my lament, and all of my sorrow. Ironic Gorf Punch! Weeah!
Oh man, this has got to be the highlight of the whole event. He just goes up. Is like, I see
You're the enemy. Punch!
he tries to fucking punch a beast. Gorf has balls, and they're there. They do exist. Huh? You're an unpredictable one, aren't you? I can't say I saw that coming. Did he just try to slug a beast? His grasp on the situation is so tenacious that he's actually ended up acting heroically.
What would you have me do, Lady Kama?
Oh no, it's okay. Struggle of occupation has been completely undone. The shock to his system just temporarily reverted his mind back to his original self.
Come on now, why are you all cowering in fear? She's just one woman. Just follow my lead and... what's this now? What, was I showing off my famous Shogun fist to level up the party or something? Son of a... distraction.
So we have not one, but two miracles sufficient to distract the beast, have we? Well then. I certainly can't afford to let this opportunity pass me now, can I? Love, 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 so your love is a fire of depravity fit to consume the whole universe. Perhaps it might even be possible for us to join forces somehow, but in the end, you and I are simply two different-ass beasts. So instead, I think I will do everything in my not considerable power to slow you down.
Kiara?
Thank you for choosing me, Master. I'm so sorry I won't be able to bear witness to your abstinence anymore. You, get out of my face! Every bit as cold as I thought. I do so love drinking and love in all of its many forms, but the absence of passion is the one thing I cannot abide. As a beast myself, I simply cannot permit you to drown in all of creation in love such as this. Shut up. You already had your shot and you failed. The only love this universe needs is the one I radiate. The way you try to take all the love in the world for yourself, the sheer greed of refusing to be satisfied with anything else. I knew it. You and I are fundamentally incompatible. On that, we agree. I am simply a fragment of my true self now, though. I lack the power to truly defeat you. Frankly, I refuse to give up being a servant just for you. So I think this is the best thing I can do here. She's turning towards us? I believe this is when things are beginning to get dull. Starting over can be a wonderful thing to bring a new kind of joy to experience. So I'm going to fling you all the way back outside, so that you know the obstacles that await you here. You should be able to come up a way to get around them, yeah? Oh, before you go, let me give you one last piece of advice. Keep collecting those Hanafuna cards. They are essentially karma fidge. Though I suppose you wouldn't know what those are, would you? I can't say I have found memories of them myself.
Yep.
At any rate, you'll find that these very useful. I'm sure they'll help you in fill in the gaps. I don't know whenever they'll lead you to joy or pain, but it's all the same in the end.
They're the debuffers.
Whoa, hang on. Did you just say you're gonna fling us? That's right. If we cannot escape her grasp no matter however we run, then me being here in the Ooku doesn't make a difference. It's pressure. Kiara, are you saying you don't care what happens to you? You mean you're going to shield us in the end?
Come with us.
Oh no, it's alright. I'll be here if you think of me, and gone if you don't. That's simply what I am. Besides, it was only ever a fluke that I was able to converse with you all. That would never have happened had it not been for the beast's stench causing the world to go astray. So, it doesn't matter what happens to me here, as long as you make it back to Chaldea safely, I'm sure we will see each other again someday. When that day comes, I will be ever so grateful if you could find it in your heart to be merciful to me again. Of course, having a woman like me around certainly wouldn't do anything good for Chaldea's sense of decency. I'm sure humanity wouldn't be better off if you cut ties with me here, but oh well.
Woo! And she just eats us all the way back to the outside.
Bye, Kiara.
Maybe I'm considering, like, I know I'm gonna save hardcore after this event if I don't get Kama, but I may summon for Kiara. Who knows? Or at least go for her until her banner's over.
I gave them love, but at the same time, just for a moment, I was forced to give that woman some love too. That was so gross. But it's okay. R shouldn't be giving me any more trouble now that I've completely erased her. I'm going to pull off exactly what you failed to do, Rapture. So just sit back and watch as I grow to true Marition and fill all of creation with my love.
What will you do now, my lady?
Between Chubbs and everyone else in Chaldea, I have plenty of hostages to spare. He has no choice but to come back here. All I have to do is wait for him to show up again.
Understood.
Besides, I've already accounted for this sort of thing. I have plenty of left to keep them entertained. You know just as well as I do, don't you, Nobutsuna?
I am your retainer, Lady Kama. I will do whatever you ask of me. Just say the word and it shall be done.
Of course, I already know what fucking happens in the end, but oh well. I don't know all the context behind it, but... Act 8. And flung. Master, are you okay? My head feels a lot better now. Now that I don't feel like I'm dying. It seems the worst of the Tokugawafication has worn off. I'm so relieved. But Kiara...
She chose to stay behind so she could help us escape. I will never forget your valiant sacrifice, Lady Seshuin.
If it wasn't for her, we would haven't made it out there alive. I can never thank her enough. Master, is that you? Our connection came back so suddenly, or rather, you returned to the surface so quickly that it took me some time to process your coordinates. Are you alright? From the look on their faces, I guess you have not returned victorious. We can't celebrate our evening later. Right now, I want to tell you everything that happened down there. So Kama is Mara, the Demon King, and Beast 3 left. One of the beasts of disasters, huh? I've seen those occasionally pop up on possibilities during the Atlas Institution's investigations into the apocalypse, but I never thought I'd see one of these bad ends for myself. In one sense, I'm especially glad that now it's still holed up in the Titan's pit. So she's just like Getty and Tiamat. Rather, she's the other half of another beast, and still an incomplete, immature stage of her growth. Still, I can't tell what you told us. She's an incredibly formidable threat. Beast of pleasure. Kiara's not here anymore because she stayed behind to help the rest of you escape. Director Godov is still Tokugawafied in the Ooku's innermost chamber. Seems like a good move to review the possibilities of the situation. Knowing that you were able to get Scheherazade and Matahari to rejoin the team is wonderful news. I was concerned about how all that went down, but I didn't get to give you detailed instructions as I had hoped to. Thanks, but I'm not sure we'd actually be much help. I'm certain I'd want to help you as much as I've been able, but I'm afraid of taking it all just to stay alive. Anyway, at least we know that the Oku's innermost chamber sanction completely belongs to Kama, but we still need to think of a way to deal with that. Alright, the first thing we need to do is determine everything we can about our enemy. What is she exactly, what can she do, and what can she not do? The sort of properties does she possess? It's only once we have the answers to all those questions that her weakness will become apparent. We can plan to know how to strike the best. Right. Come on, reconnect. Oh shit. there you are. I guess it just reconnected or whatever. Well, we know she's both Kama, the god of love, and Mara, the demon of desire. I've heard that beasts have multiple forms, but I'm sure guessing her demonic form must resonate with Beast 3. Beasts of disasters usually need to be fought with the power of the 7 Grand Servants chosen by the counterforce. But since this one is still mature, she is inside the Ooku, or rather herself, the counterforce still has not recognized her as a beast. It must be why she has not yet been seen as... we haven't seen so much as one Grand Servant. Yep, these things have just been... It's been kind of been... like, the Grand Servants have been kind of been made a joke, at least later on. It's like, only 2 have actually done their job. The others, so far, have not. Well, no, I can't say that. They have done their job. All these Tri-Trees of the Beasts are just... they're slick. Honestly, I think it will be way too reckless for us just to fight a beast head-on by ourselves. Which is why we should flee. Much as it pains me to admit this, admit it I must. I attempt to cut her down, my sword felt as heavy as did Lord Godov spoke. Furthermore, since the Oku's innermost sanctum is the universe and Kama is linked to the universe, that would mean the Kama is also linked to the Oku. Excellent! The more properties we know of, the more cracks in her armor we should be able to find. It would seem that Beast 3 Lefts has a lot more going on than the other beasts that we've seen to date. These must be Beast 3 Left's characteristics, or rather her nature, as the beasts themselves would say. That's everything, I think. Understood. Thank you for telling us all that. Let's hope there's some hint hiding in the information that will help us take down Kama. Sure there is. There's only one thing you found that stands out to be especially suspicious. The Hanafuda cards. Oh, the actual, Lamatsu. Oh, the final one. Yoshinobu. Indeed, I scarcely imagine how I could have felt if I learned of this when I was not yet a servant. Lady Fuku, please try to remain calm. In proximity 200 years ago, in the age of Kane, the Tokugawa shogunate, in approximately 200 years from today, the Tokugawa shogunate will end. I see. I was trying hard not to think about it, but I knew that every great civilization falls eventually. That was certainly true for Ashikaga and Toyotomi. Ultimately, they all end just the same. I guess it really is too much to hope that the Tokugawa reign shall be the only one to last forever. Let me just ask you this. What happens to Japan after the Tokugawa is gone? Does it go back to the turbulent way it was before, when the whole country was constantly at war? I see. Then it's alright then. Can't speak for any future shogun, but I think the ones I've known will be happy with that. Lord Ieyasu, Lord Hidetada, Lord... I don't like how it just does that. Oh, so which daimyo takes over the shogunate after Tokugawa? None of them. The entire shogunate system of government is abolished. The right to leave Japan is returned to the emperor, and the business of governing is conducted by representatives chosen by the citizens themselves. Why is that so? Well, well. Right, that's the crucial point. Tokugawa Shinobu abolished the Tokugawa shogunate of his own accord, which is to say that he ended the reign of the Tokugawa, clearly setting himself apart from the other shoguns. I see, then it does seem unlikely to be a coincidence that you haven't seen yet his pillbox anywhere. Why is it says the resolution is pretty bad, but how do I edit that? Was one suspicious call. Oh wait, did I not finish a oh, I didn't finish something. Ah, so this is what you were talking about. You're not kidding when you said it looked suspicious. So now what do we do? Are you gonna cut it?
No, I can't do that without risking dire consequences. This Oku's built out the people from Edo Castle and Chaldea, is it not?
Correct, but I'm pretty sure that they were atomized or broken down into the smallest possible components before being used to construct this place. They're not physically bonded together or anything like that. So it's not though you will kill whoever was used to make this wall if you cut it down.
And that's what I will do.
You wasted not a second after deciding an act. Did it work? I'm afraid it doesn't look like anything's changed. This doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with your technique, Yagi. It proves that this wall has been treated with some kind of special seal.
How dispiriting. My skills must have...
Did you figure it out? Keyhole.
I'm just remembering the freaking chain of memories. Oh, this place. Probably should have brought a single target. Damn. Oh well. We have a support nugget, so I think we'll be fine. I'm only bringing Nito just to because she's almost spawn 11, so I'll give you another 30 to get to that spot. Maybe have another shot at getting nugget. Yep. I also saw that she got her costume. For that.
死にはったらよろしおす。戦士万行真剣か優しくしてあげます。大逆一心。こんな感じです。 しょうがないな。
不敬者。
翻弄しますね。しょうがない。
気が合いますね。
はいはい、いいですよ。
不敬者。
そう翻弄しますね。なるほどなるほど。
Yeah.
いいですよね。愛そんなに欲しいんだ。こんなのに頼るなんて本当にどうかと思いますけど。もうきっと川の三毛花。
Oh, damn it. Fuck.
やけとろけって食べ頃だすな。
Alright. Battle is over. Confirmed the enemy has dropped the pillbox.
hopefully this isn't like the last one where I'll have to use command spells because I really don't want to use any quartz right now. But maybe I should save this for tomorrow.
ようこそ女神のプレゼントコーナーに正統派の女神っぽいことができるのは久しぶりでしたのでちょっと冒険してみました。もしよかったらおかわりもありますので遠慮なさらずどんどん交換してくださいね。もしよかったら
Maybe I'll continue this. No, I can at least do this one last note. Immediately.
Hey guys, welcome back. Sure took you long enough. Did you finally come to your senses? You must have realized by now that no one will ever love you more than I will, even if I do it grudgingly. So this is Beast 3. Even over the transmission, I can see her incredibly malevolent aura. Looks like the adjustments I made were keeping our connection intact. I knew I could pull it off. So the one servant of yours who had any chance of defeating me is now dead. And your two little buddies are all back up you brought? You never thought you had a sense of humor. Didn't think you have a sense of humor. Or did you realize just how wonderful my love is, and how you're all here to give up and experience bliss in eternal depravity? Neither, we're here to defeat you. We're not leaving until you've given back everyone you took. Only two of us, you said? Now that's funny. Haven't you realized that we're not the only enemy who are here? The fact that we're here now means that all of our cultivated knowledge led up to this point. That's how it makes us who we are. Special Mystic Code activate. What is this? This is the anti-Tokugawa Magecraft protection. Just a confirmation field that negates Tokugawa-fication. Should be able to attack his mind now. And since we designated to focus on its projection outwards, it should help diminish the restraint Yagu's experiencing. I'm in your debt. Oh, I see. So you found that thing inside you tried using it for yourselves, huh? Wow, you guys must really hate me and my love, huh? A bit too hot for you to handle, huh? Fine, I get it. It's not like I'm new to this whole being hated thing. But you know what? It doesn't matter how you feel about me. Your brave efforts to fight back, your hatred for me, I'll love it all the same. I'm the beast of pleasure. I'll consume everything with my love. That includes your animosity for me, the will to fight back, and your fear. My fire born out of love and lust is strong enough to envelop the entire universe. Now it's gonna melt your hearts and soon the rest of you.
Do this.
すべての人に無限の堕落を、すべての人に永遠の満足を、そして宇宙は私の愛で満たされる。
Easier judging from that health.
愛の
Hopefully, bars.
らしいでし
では
Did she drain all of our NP? Oh, she did.
では
触らないでください。怖くても我慢できるかぎゅーっとしてあげます。
ズバッといきます。
罠だ。
愛の種らしいでしょ。どんどん甘えて、どんどん甘えて。
Oh, she's still. Oh, fucking hell, man, that sucks.
行きます。
ズポーリナダブルダイナミック来いアーバン。
魔王っぽくいきましょうか。どんどん甘えて、どんどん甘えて。
Oh, negative tires. God.
つまらん。オーセロット。
フォーリナー
なんだ。
ポー
外しません。
愛の種らしいでしょ。私の愛の限りは真の堕落を知るでしょう。
セットアップ一度アップオンエネルギーイン。美味しいお店紹介してください。勤務時間ですね。
無駄だ。
外しません。
魔王っぽくいきましょうか。これが私という獣の
Dang it.
温かくも柔らかな牙、喫立する堕落の炎。
None.
私の愛の限りは
セットアップ一度アップオン。これだけは使いたく。ズバッといきます。勤務時間ですね。早期銀すなわちコスモスエーテル宇宙しかるに秩序行くぞ。ツインヤドリタカーダブル告知られない来いアーバロン。
愛のらし しいでしょ。
フォーリナー。
魔王っぽくいきましょうか。満たしてあげます。短歴してください。
怖くても我慢できるから。
エーテル宇宙の剣技をお見せしましょう。
行きます。外しません。すべてやあ、もう逃がしなさい。
魔王っぽくいきましょうか。短歴してください。満たしてあげます。
触らないでください。もう耐えきれない。私の告この両手は冷たい鉄のままだけど、心までは怪物にならないように。言ってブリューヒルで
程度が出るほど可愛いで
Gale
す。
still until like
もう逃がしなさい。
魔王っぽくいきましょうか。短歴してください。どんどん甘えて。
ギューッとしてあげます。
しばしお待ちを。夏といえばカレーですので。これだけは使いたく、いえすごく使いたいです。
Ah, she's like full fucking.
エーテル宇宙の剣技をお見せしましょう。早期銀すなわちコスモス、エーテル宇宙しかるに秩序、行くぞツインヤド。いた
外しません。
これが私という獣の温かくも柔らかな牙、喫立する堕落の炎、満たしてあげます。私の愛に限りはない。
もう耐えきれない。私まだわからないけど、この気持ちにちゃんと向き合うって決めたから。言ってブルーヒル
程
で
度が出るほど可愛いです。
外しません。すべてもう逃がしなさい。
愛の神らしいでしょ。どんどん甘えて。短歴してください。
セットアップ。いくぞアットワン。フォール勤務時間ですね。はあトーン小手調べない。来いアーバン。
愛の神らしいでしょ。私の愛に限りはない。どんどん甘えて。
thank God for that. Smart to do that.
行きます。外しません。すべて
きましょうか。真の堕落を知るでしょう。私の愛に限りは
怖くても我慢できるから行きます外しませんすべて私だってできるの
Well, we have to keep going.
魔王っぽくいきましょうか。魔王っぽくいきましょうか。これが私という獣の
This is it.
暖
Yeah,
か
I
くも
have
柔
to
ら
break
かな
bars.
牙喫立する堕落の炎。
Alright, whatever. I'm gonna take a break and then I'll probably use this time to Charlie fix the audio, the video for this, so